to Geography Paper 2, May-June 2014. Question 1. Highlight any 5 factors that have accounted for the world's rapid population growth. Answers. The factors that have accounted for the world's rapid population growth include polygamy, early marriage, advancement in science and technology, improved medical care, low mortality rate, industrialization, poor family planning. Question 2. 1. Define the following population terms: census, mortality rate. 2. Family planning. Outline any 3 problems confronting a country that is overpopulated. 3. Highlight any 3 ways by which the problem of overpopulation can be solved. Answers. Census is the official head count of people living in an area at a given time. Mortality rate is the number of deaths per thousands of population per year in an area. Family planning. This refers to the controlling of the number of children which a couple can have and care for through adequate spacing and other birth control measures. The problems confronting the country that is overpopulated: area high dependency ratio, pressure on social amenities, overcrowding, traffic congestion, environmental degradation, pressure on agricultural lands, unemployment, social vices, development of slums/ghettos, waste management problems, shortage of food, increasing crime rates, inadequate housing, and high cost of living. The ways of solving problems of overpopulation include family planning/birth control measures, legislation against early marriages, development of quality manpower, encouragement of education of the man-child, industrializing the rural areas, encouragement of education of the female child, encouragement of immigration, sex education, tax regimes to favor small family sizes, increase in food supply, discouragement of polygamy, stringent immigration laws, and development of satellite towns. Question 3. What 4 factors limit trade between African countries and the United States of America, USA? Answers. High cost of fuel. Diesel, which is the fuel used in most trains, is costly and not available in all countries. This has substantially increased the cost of transportation by rails in some countries. Low freight/cargo. The quantity of goods in some railroads is low. This makes the running of the railway transport system uneconomical in such countries. Low passenger. The passenger traffic en route some of the trains in the continents are so low that running the railway system is uneconomical. Inadequate technical know-how. The technical experts required for the maintenance of trains are scarce in some countries in Africa. Where they are not available, it will cost much to import technicians. This increased cost of operation may make the running of the railway system uneconomical. Inadequate capital. The capital required to maintain the railway transport system are not available in some countries, and since the cost of maintenance is high compared to the income generated in some other countries due to low freight, some of the railway corporations in Africa were forced to stop operations due to inadequate capital. Competition with other modes of transport. Other modes of transport, particularly road, is competing for passengers and goods with the railway system. Because of some important reasons that place road transport at advantage over rail in some areas, the railway transport system in such areas were grounded. Poor management. Some operators of the rail transport system are corrupt as they misappropriated the money meant to run the rail transport system for other uses. Inadequate spare parts. The trains used in most African countries are very old. The stock of spare parts is limited. The spare parts of those trains are no more being manufactured, having been overtaken by modern technology. The expertise required for local fabrication of spare parts are lacking in some of the countries. Question 4. Describe the geography of the Western Highlands under the following headings. I. Relief. II. Economic activities. III. Problems of development. Answer. A good description of the Western Highlands should include relief of the Western Highland. The Western Highland is made up of an upland plateau located in western Nigeria. From the general plateau surface are outcrops of hills such as Apata, Epimi, Idari, and Kukuru hills. The height of these hills range from 300 to 600 meters above sea level. A few of the hills have peaks of up to 1,000 meters, example, the Indare Hills. The predominant rock type is the basement complex rocks. The hills are steep-sided. Economic activities on the Western Highland. The basic economic activities on the Western Highlands includes farming of cash crops, example, kola nuts, palm oil, cocoa. Farming of food crops, example, maize, yam, cassava, vegetables. Rearing of livestock, particularly goats, poultry, and sheep. Heavy industrial manufacturing, example, car assembly, cement, beverage industries, plastic companies, etc. Local craft industries, example, the production of quenchers, weaving, tie and dye, etc. Quarrying of rocks scattered over the geographical region. Tourism industry, example, the Olumo Rocks, numerous hotels, the Lagos Bar Beach, etc. Commercial activities at the numerous commercial banks, insurance companies, stock exchange markets, large ultra-modern markets, etc. Problems of development. Hilly terrain pose problems to the development of transportation routes in some places. Waterlogged terrain makes road construction difficult in some places. High population with poor physical planning results in the development of slums and ghettos. Environmental pollution following industrial and commercial activities. Urban flooding due to blockage of drainage channels. Pronounced rural-urban migration leading to rural depopulation. Problems related to land tenure, leaching of soil nutrients to lateritic soil. Question 5. A. Explain 5 physical factors that hinder the development of railway transport in Nigeria. Answers. Rugged terrain. Some terrain are rough as they undulate, thereby making construction of railway difficult. Steep slopes. Where the gradient is steep, it is difficult for trains to climb. Soil/landslides. The land in some areas are liable to falling, thereby blocking the railway. Presence of many rivers. On terrains where rivers are numerous, the cost of constructing railway is high. Swamps. Some areas are swampy, which makes the cost of constructing railway across such swamps very exorbitant. Flooding. During the rainy season, some of the areas are flooded. This limits transportation by railways.